Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a bit of a different video. It is not going to be the usual vlogs that you see on this channel. Today we are having a bit of a story time, and it's going to be a bit of a sentimental one for this chica, but I'm so excited to look back on this and even just edit it and see some of the clips that I'm going to include in this. It's been a long freaking journey. So I'm just going to dive right on into it. If you know me and what I've been working towards over 2024, you probably know what this video is going to be about, or I might have just put it in the title, who knows. But let's get on into it. So today we are talking all things cruises, and I wanted to start off with a bit of backstory on my relationship with cruises. That's probably not the right word, but I don't know what the right word is. So the first time I think my brain ever registered what a cruise was when I was in year 9 or 10, and I used to be a YouTube girl. I would love watching YouTube videos, particularly Awesomeness TV. Does anyone remember Awesomeness TV? Because I used to love that channel, and on that channel they released a series called Royal Crush. Now this was a series that was developed by the cruise line Royal Caribbean, and it showed famous YouTubers as characters, which were kids that would go on a cruise with a family. People would fall in love, there'd be relationships, there'd be drama, but they'd really just show off the cruise ship and the different ports that the cruise ships would go to on this series. And I remember seeing it for the first time and just being amazed that a cruise ship can be so big, that it can have so much cool stuff on it. And from that day I knew I wanted to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. So when we get to 2018, my family books on with our family friends, the Devars, onto a cruise for the first time ever. So we went on Ovation of the Seas on roughly a 10-night cruise to New Zealand. So from Sydney to New Zealand. And I remember getting on Ovation of the Seas and just being gobsmacked, completely amazed. I love Ovation of the Seas. It's my favorite cruise ship in the world. It was amazing. I had the best time ever. I had so much fun. It was everything that Royal Crush had promised me and more. And I remember seeing people working on there being like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I was still starting year 12. I was focused on the HSE. Then it comes to the end of 2018, and me and 2 of my friends decide for our schoolies, instead of going away, why don't we go on a cruise? So we booked on to Ovation of the Seas again, but this time doing a South Pacific cruise. It was about 10 days from memory again, and because Natasha was an 18-year-old, she counted as our legal guardian for the cruise. So it was really fun getting to go on the cruise with no parents as a 17-year-old, and we just had the best time. At that point I decided I love cruising. I do think it would be cool to work on a cruise ship, but I'm sort of like, I'm not sure what I'm doing with my life yet. I'm just gonna sign up to a science degree. Then we come to 2024. So I spent 2023 traveling after I graduated from uni, being like, okay, after this cruise we have booked in 2024, I will get a job. And this cruise that we had in 2024 was actually originally booked for 2021, but because of COVID had to be postponed. So that's the reason it was so much later on and we had it booked. And this was once again with the family friends that we went with last time. So I was so excited for this trip. So when I went on this cruise ship, I had a blast. This one was Quantum of the Seas, so it's pretty much the same as Ovation of the Seas, but it cruised from Brisbane, and I had the best time once again. So I had the cogs turning now of, do I actually want to work on a ship like this? So put in the video now. Friends, we're back in Australia. I can see land out my window, and it's not cool South Pacific Islands, it's Brisbane. Such a good time, and it's like such a bummer to leave, and I don't want to go home. And it kind of makes me want to work on a cruise ship even more, even though I already knew that. But like, also once I did get back, I did already have an interview lined up for an architecture based job, so I did go in to do it. But I just remember thinking going in on the bus that it wasn't for me yet, and I wanted to do some more fun stuff before I settled down in a normal 9 to 5. And this is when the spark finally got ignited. So I think I'm gonna leave it to past Michelle now to explain the rest of the story. I decided that if I went the rest of my life without even trying or looking into it, it would be a regret that I would really struggle to live with. Wrote up what I call the game plan, you'll probably see it in the next few clips, and decided to do everything that I could to get myself on board a cruise ship to work. So this is the story of 2024 Shell trying to get a job on a cruise ship. Okay, this is a video for future Michelle. I'm literally in the car for Woolies, but I feel like I needed to make this as soon as possible because I've just gotten off the last Royal Caribbean cruise and I'm on my like grind that I need to work on this ship, and I just need to remember what this feeling is like because I'm a little bit worried that as time goes on and I get more comfortable in day-to-day life that I'm going to forget this dream, and when I go on a cruise again I'm going to feel disappointed that I didn't like jump at the opportunity now. I understand that it's going to be like so much work and it's going to be a really intense experience to go work on a cruise ship, but I feel like this is the time to sort of do it and take risks, and I really want to have at least done one contract and experienced it. I reckon while it's going to be hard to be away from home, that is going to be a good experience, almost like going away to college or something, and I just really want to have that under my belt. And I feel like it's going to be surrounded by lots of good people. I just feel like it's going to be a missed opportunity if I don't take it now, and something that I might always regret, even though it's not going to be the easiest experience, but it's something that I really want. And like even going away from home for like 6 months doesn't scare me anywhere near as much as it used to. Michelle, just please do everything you can to get a job on a cruise ship, just even if it is for one contract. I think it will definitely be worth it, and like now's the time to do it. Good morning friends, today is my first day of my new TAFE course and it is like 6:30 a.m. and we are heading to TAFE, so it's very exciting. I'm a little nervous but mostly excited.
It's match point. No!
Friends, I've just finished my last official class at TAFE. I think this is the last time I'm coming in here. Got a few more assignments to submit, but then I am going to be all finished, which is crazy. Goodbye TAFE. You were good to me. Ew. Look, your girl. All the green bubbles are the stuff that I've done and the blue is the stuff that I've submitted, but they still have to mark. But I have finished. I've learned all the Cert 3. Yay me. And just like that, Cert 3 is over. I've completed it. That low-key flew by. Now I've actually got to do something with myself once again. We've enacted stage 1 of the game plan. We've got to keep moving though. Woo! We're making moves, team. Apparently it's all happening today, team. Boom. Boom. And I think I'm gonna submit my application tomorrow, although it's all complete. It's official, team. The application has been submitted. Please, 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 I want this job so bad. Okay, I'm just filming a little something for future Michelle, because I know I did this when I got off the first cruise and the whole spark was reignited to try and get a job on a cruise ship. I've now finished my Cert 3, as you've probably seen, and done the application for at least a Royal Caribbean job. And I just want to remind myself, like right now, how desperately like I want this job. It's like my greatest wish right now. Like if I could have any wish in the world, it would literally just be to go work on a cruise ship with like all the hours, all the negatives, all the red flags that come with it. I'm here and I'm like Googling like how to get a job, and I'm trying to work out anything that I can do that might help my case even more. And I just wanted to like document this because I know that if I did ever, hopefully one day, get an offer to work on a cruise ship, I know I'm going to be like overwhelmed with like emotions and it's going to be absolutely terrifying. And I feel like I need to see these sort of clips to remind myself how badly I want this when I'm in like a sane mindset, because obviously I'm going to be dealing with like tiredness, so much stress and stuff and I really hope if I do manage to bag one of the jobs. This is just to future Michelle. If you're freaking out right now, it's okay. You can do this. I believe in you. This is something that this version of you wants so badly. If I don't go for it, I'm always going to think, what if? So you got this. It's the 13th of June. It's the day where I got the flat tire on the car, and I completely forgot to update you on this news because I was literally dancing around the kitchen. I was so excited. I have just been offered a job at Virgin Active, which is the bougie gym that I would have shown you before, and it is just operations assistant, but I am really excited for it because it's like perfect to go as like my prior experience for the job that I want on the cruise ship. Hi friends, because apparently I want to show this whole process in this video. We're going to check in today because I literally just got an email from Royal Caribbean saying they're not interested in my application for the time being, which is a bit of a bummer. Like, now I know someone's looked at it and they don't really want me, which is a bit upsetting. It's just annoying because I want to start it as soon as possible, and so all this time I'm spending on land is just like kind of upsetting. But yeah, I'm quite bummed about that. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I was gonna cry. I'm gonna keep working towards it because I really, really want it. But hopefully me filming this means it's just gonna be part of the bigger video. And if you're seeing this, it means that I have actually secured a job. So let's try and regroup tomorrow and work out a new game plan. It just sucks. Bye. Hello friends, it is the next day and we've come back to the desk, back to the drawing pad, and we're looking at the game plan again. As you might have seen, I have this document called the game plan, which was how I was going to get the job on the cruise ship. I have followed every step on the game plan and it didn't work. So we're rerouting, I don't know. Basically, I think the new approach is I'm going to try and get a job at like something that's like a summer camp vibe, because that's probably the next step closer I can get to on land what I want to do. So I think we're going to apply to a ton of different summer camp places in Australia, and secondly start applying to other cruise lines that I didn't want as much, but might as well see what's out there and if anyone will take me for now. We're going to keep working on this dream because I genuinely think I would be gutted if like I got old and never gave this a proper crack and like let this be the thing that stopped me. I'm not going to just give up yet. It is annoying, but I guess it just proves to myself now how bad I actually want it. Not exciting updates, but progress updates. Basically tomorrow I have a phone call with someone who's actually a cruise recruiter, so I'm going to be able to ask her all my questions. She's going to look at my resume and like give me tips and stuff, so I'm really excited to actually talk to someone that knows about the process and like what they're looking for. And then on Thursday, so the day after tomorrow, I have an interview in the city at Urban Challenge, and so that is, from my understanding, it's sort of like a school camp thing. It's run in the city though, or around Sydney, because obviously we don't really have summer camps in the way that America does here in Australia. So maybe I can get a job there for a bit more experience too. So that's the steps we are taking at the moment. Hello friends, it is post call and that actually went very well. She was so lovely and actually like really helpful, which was so nice to just talk to someone about all my questions. It's been so hard to find. On my first resume that I sent into Royal Caribbean, I didn't really put my proper Zumba, because if you know me, you know that I only did my Zumba certification in like May, I want to say. You know that I've been doing Zumba for like so long now, and I could do a class or know all the routines just like that. Really liking my chances again. Oh my gosh, so that's the down low. We've got the Urban Challenge meeting tomorrow. That's probably the one I'm leaning towards more. So I've got Urban Challenge and Camp Blue. Camp Blue is only during the school holidays, so in Australia like it's going to be only 2 weeks. So I think I might try and go for the Urban Challenge if they give me an opportunity. I have readjusted my work schedule so that it can accommodate for that. Who's going to be like juggling so many jobs? This chica. I have updated the resume with the new advancements that have happened in my life and also suited better to the job. So, and I also sent that off to the lady that I had that voice call with, and she said it is looking much better and good to go. Friends, I'm looking rough. Let me put these on to maybe look the tiniest bit more put together. It is Saturday the 31st of August. We just did park run, went to the beach, had breakfast. I've just gotten home, and as you might have seen from the update, it turns out 4 days ago I got an email to schedule an interview for Royal Caribbean. Oh my fucking gosh, this is wild. That happened so much faster than I thought it would. Like, for how long it took before I got my rejection for the other one, this has been literally a few days, has it not? That's crazy. So I'm gonna look into that. Oh my goodness me. Oh my freaking gosh. This is literally just an interview, but it's one step closer. Guys, I had to do a lot of maths for this. It did my head in, but I think I've done it right. I'm gonna now check on my calendar. I just realized I haven't filmed an update, and it feels like a very fitting time to film an update. It is currently Tuesday, the 10th of September at 1:45, and I have my Royal Caribbean interview at 3 p.m. So I am reviewing, studying up. I have done so many notes on like potential questions they could ask, studying different sports, all of that. So I'm just like trying to cram. I don't know how else to prepare, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys after it, but it kind of doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. So I'm here preparing, and I get a phone call from an Australian mobile number, and I was like, do I answer it? Normally I don't, but I answered this time, and it was the Urban Challenge, and they offered me a job. I'm so torn. What am I doing with my life? And I might be on a camp in 2 weeks' time. I can't believe it. I know I said I would come say hi after the interview, but it's still before the interview. I have 15 minutes to go, and I'm starting to get the nerves. Oh my gosh, I put all the notes up here. But it went well. I knew like exactly what she was gonna ask, so that was fine. I knew exactly what she probably wanted to hear for all the answers as well, so I gave her that. She was saying though, she was like, you've passed this round, but there's more stages of interviews, and they're currently on hold. So like they're not hiring anyone for that position, but as soon as it's opened again, I will get an email for like the next round of interviews. So that almost works out better, because that definitely means I get a bit of time to enjoy Urban Challenge for the time being, which is exciting because I love Urban Challenge as well. So yeah, that's the plan. It's gone good. It is 6:20 on Saturday the 16th. And I'm sat down here in the lounge room. I've got all my sheets of paper around me because I just worked a full week of like 65 hours. Went to Hosier last night and got back at 1 a.m. and knew I had an interview at 6 a.m. So I've just had my interview, my final interview with Royal Caribbean, and the guy was like, well, you're supposed to be told in a week's time if you've been accepted or not, but I'm going to tell you now, and you'll just have to wait for the email. He's like, I'm going to approve you. So I've just been approved. He says in a week's time I should get a letter of offer, which I've got to accept, and then there's a bunch of paperwork. He said that I probably won't be able to be on board until April, May next year, which is a-okay because I've got Urban Challenge, I've got my other jobs. So he's like, don't quit them yet. And I was like, cool. But yeah, I've just been accepted to the next round and now got to start the paperwork and hopefully wait for what's it called, letter of employment. I think I'm still a bit out of it, I'm going to be completely honest. I was like, how am I going to give this my all when I'm on 5 hours sleep and it's 6 a.m? Because yeah, the times were not ideal because I do it Miami time and they're like 2 a.m. and I was like, I might go for the 6. An exciting update that I don't think I've shared with you, even though I told you about the interview last week. When I was on Urban Challenge Camp last Thursday, I got my official acceptance email, which I'll show you now. I don't know, that might have info you don't need, but there you go. That is the official acceptance. I have started some of the paperwork, but it is a lengthy process. They said hopefully on board by April, May next year. So we're getting started on that and then hoping for the best. But if that means another term of Urban Challenge, I'm actually pretty okay with that. Okay, friends, it is currently the 24th of January. I was literally, if you've seen the last vlog, just putting on my new shoes because I'm thinking I'm going to hype myself to go out for a run. I went onto my emails and I think I might have discovered something because I just saw this email and I don't know. It could be a scam, it could be a trap, but I just need to check on my actual laptop. It was an email that said it was from Royal Caribbean, but I could be wrong. But I might have just gotten an assignment finally. Oh, I'm so scared. Just says, welcome to the team. Please be advised your first contract has been scheduled. Oh, I don't know if this is real. Have I actually done it? I don't know what to think. It's so crazy. And I just wanted this so bad for so long. And it just felt so out of reach. Like even when I knew I'd made it through to this round and just waiting and waiting. And it's like being given to me in a way that I didn't even expect, in the sense of where it is and the ship. I thought I'd be put on a tiny ship that just went from America to Coco Cay every 3 or 4 days and it would wear me out. And I'm just very excited. Okay, we're not crying yet. We're holding it together until we know it's legit. But oh my freaking gosh, let's go for a run to celebrate. And so there you have it, guys. As of, it is currently the 9th of February 2025 and I've got a contract to go work on Spectrum of the Seas in Asia in exactly 1 month's time. So I've got 1 month left here. So it was a long journey. There were definitely times there, as you might have seen, where I thought I wasn't going to get there and there was no hope left. But it's happening. I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly excited because particularly with this video, you can see how badly I wanted this and how hard I was trying. So it's just nice and a bit of a relief to finally have that end goal in sight. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you stuck around to the end, this is mostly, I think, a memento for myself to be like, wow, I really wanted this and I put my brain cells together and tried everything I could to get there, and I did. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to share with you in the next few months because it's going to be very hectic getting on board and I'm not sure how much downtime I'm going to have, but I'm going to try my best. I'm also going to be in countries where Instagram and Facebook and TikTok are not going to work all the time, so that's another thing we're going to have to navigate. But stick around, you're going to have a few videos cruise related and cruise prepping over the next few weeks. And yeah, thank you for watching. Love you lots and I will see you in the next video. Bye.